So, welcome back to a new video, and today I won't talk about my apps I did, like Honeybee One, Scrappy Tennis, Stock Mob, and so on and so forth. I want to talk about my humble beginnings, where I start making games, and this was in 2005, and it all started with my first game, or my first real game. And the name of the game was Shop. And basically, don't be too excited. It was a hack and slay game where you just have one enemy, you're in a small battle area and you have to attack the enemy and slay him to death. The principle was very simple and the game mechanics are easy, and that's it. So, and this lead to 2006, where there was my first sequel to that, and the sequel was called Shop 2. And yes, the graphics improved a lot. And as you can see, you have two weapons now. You have a sword and you have a bow, and the enemy is still as stupid as it was in Shop, but everything looks better. I have learned a lot from the first project to make my third project, because I did a small project between Shop 1 and Shop 2, and we will come to that later. And as you can see, everything looks pretty basic. I didn't use modeling software, so every vertex you see in the game is placed by hand in the coding. So basically what I did was I typed in a coordinate, started the game, and have a look what it looked like, and then I started all over again. So as you can see, I used some basic textures. I spent hours and hours to make the player model, which I would make now in a few minutes, but it was pretty fun to make this. So let's come to 2005 back again, where's my there was my first strategy in game making. No, it was my first strategy game I made, and it called Cancer. So, and it was like cancer. And as you can see, you have some units you can move around, and you can put the units on the stone, or you can put the units in the forest, and there they will harvest stones or they will harvest woods. And you can do some kind of research to research some buildings. You can build up the buildings. You have some units like a normal builder unit. You have a horse, and you have something like a swordsman. And later on in the game, you have to fight against enemies, and overall it's damn hard. I didn't realize it because I played it a lot during development, and then it was too easy from my perspective, but it was hard. So, and then in 2000 and something, maybe 2008, 2009, I began writing a complete new game, and this was my first or second attempt to do a multiplayer local area network game, so a LAN game. And basically you are this little rabbit, and you can harvest these snowballs by grab them from the ground, and during this process you can't move, so you are stuck while you ran out of those snowballs, and then you can throw them. And this was the first time I used this snow technique, and in this game I already calculate something like a sinus curve. So I already know this curve, which I used later in Scrappy Tennis, but basically I did it all over again. I don't extract any of the code from this project to later project, and this was my my thing I did all the time. I throw it all away and started completely new, because I learned so much during the project and things I will make better at the next project. And basically, as you can see, the graphic improved a lot. So thank you for watching. This was a very short introduction to my history. Everything that came after that was not so mentionable. There were smaller projects and some projects like Car Soccer, which I programmed 3 times, I guess, and the third time, you already know it, is now out in the store, and it's available as an app. And from there on, I continue programming apps. And that's it for today. So thank you.